All right, you guys, let's go. The Zags are playing tonight, so I got to get home and watch the Zags. Got to watch Big Will.
All right, Coach, if we just want to start with your opening thoughts, and then we'll take a few questions for you.
What a great win. Gutsy finish, good fourth quarter again. Obviously first half, we looked terrific at both ends of the floor, built a nice lead. We're still, it's a process. Good teams don't let the other team get back in it. And we unfortunately kind of did. It wasn't anything that they were doing. I don't think what do you call it? Tactically. Thank you very much. But they just played hard. They put more pressure on us at our offensive end and then just killed us on the boards. And, Osborne is a great player. It's hard to keep down, but their big three scores. We held to 22 points tonight. That's pretty good, but a really good defensive effort. And overall, I thought a really good win, man, against a team that's hungry. They were playing for something today. They're still looking at getting into that NCAA tournament, and a win here would have done a lot for that. And we didn't allow it.
Thanks, Coach. We'll start with Rob Mosley, then we'll go to James.
You guys were 4 of 21 from three the other night. You made 4 your first 5 tonight. Just nice to see some shots drop early, and you feel like that set the tone?
Sure makes a difference, doesn't it? Sure makes a difference. And it was by people that we don't normally have do it. Maddie hit a couple tonight, which was great. Tahina, it was good to see her knock them down. And I thought India had a really good game for us tonight. Hit a couple, I think, in the first half. And it was, we now just got to get that going with an inside attack. We've got to be able to get the ball inside late in the game and either get fouled or score. And that's been a struggle for us a little bit. I thought we had some good looks late, but that 3 ball, when it goes in, it really helps us.
Go to James next, and then Jared, and then Eric.
Kelly, tell me if I'm reading a little too much into how you guys did this tonight, but you're the team that gets bothered by physical play, and you went to and turned to not just your big 3 and Niara responds to falling and taking a couple of hard hits the way she did and ends up with a double-double, but you turned to Shannon and Philly and Taylor, players who haven't played very much at all, for some pretty critical minutes, and then to your big 3 down the stretch. And you guys fought back and delivered counter punches in a really physical game and showed a depth and a toughness that you really need to win at this time of year.
Yeah, no question about it. I'm glad you brought up Philly, James, because she, I thought, impacted the game as much as anybody, certainly in that second half. And we needed it. They were killing us on the boards. I thought she negated that a little bit. And obviously she's a force, inside. I'm trying to juggle a whole bunch of inside kids, and they all kind of stepped up and did different things tonight, which was good. Shannon, I thought Shannon did a great job. First possession, her first touch, she got a nice assist, had a pretty good look at a shot that she normally makes. I just, before the game, made a conscious decision. I wanted to play 12 players tonight because, again, 3-game week. And I felt confident in all of them. Shania even came in, did a good job. I thought Elise did a really good job in the first half, definitely on Osborne. So, yeah, I've just got to keep trusting in them and get them, again, more and more time. But they got to earn it, and I think tonight they did.
Jared, you're up, then Eric, then Max.
Kelly, were you happy with the way your team kind of handled their physicality there, especially kind of early second half, third quarter?
Not always, but ultimately, yeah. I thought we adjusted. They came out, and let's face it, they were allowed to do that. That's another issue I'll have and let the people that need to know. Yeah, that's their MO, man. They're always been really good on the offensive boards. They've been a pressure defensive team over the years, and we kind of weathered that and kind of got our feet back under us to finish the fourth quarter. But no, I wasn't pleased with, our rebound effort for much of that third quarter.
We'll go to Eric, then Max, and then James for the last.
Coach, what do you feel like the significance of this one is? I know it doesn't count in the conference standings, but just in terms of building momentum going into a big weekend, which obviously ends with Stanford on Sunday, how necessary was it to have a strong showing today?
Oh, I think critical. We're now in a time where we want to look good and get quality wins so that we can get as high a seed as possible. The one thing in women's basketball, as you guys all know, you get that one of those top 4 seeds, you host. I mean, what an advantage that is. And so this was, again, I don't know their numbers. I don't know their net. Crepia, what you got, kid?
For which one? For these guys, they were
Yeah.
53.
Okay, so it was still a good quality win, and and it's gonna look good ultimately. So we beat UCLA twice, but only played them once. Go figure. But yeah, that was a good win. Obviously, we'll enjoy it today, and then we gotta play a better Cal team than we played the first time. They're much better this go around. We got to make sure that our kids aren't thinking about the game on Sunday. Friday night's going to be another important game for us.
Max, and then James, you'll be the last.
Coach, you were talking earlier about how you wanted to get the bench a little bit more involved. I wanted to focus on Sedona. She came off the bench and gave you guys 9 and 5. How do you feel like she's kind of settling in? And just wanted to get your thoughts on how important it is to have her to come in when Niara may need a breather.
That was terrific, man. If she can get us 9 to 11, and 5 to 6 rebounds, and she's done her job. And that was those were important. And she had a really good game. Yep. For us to go as far as we need, I think I've told you guys about 100 times, we really need her to be, a huge factor in that. And she played well tonight.
James, go ahead and close it out.
Kelly, you mentioned you have to play a Cal team in 2 days, and given what the way this went down in this game, I think it's appropriate. Just your thoughts on what's going on in this league when a game gets canceled yesterday and one team plays a Division II team today, and this is going beyond gamesmanship right now. What is your thoughts on what's transpiring in this league right now, where you just played a game that you didn't have to play in non-conference, and the opponent you're getting to come in could have played a game today and didn't because their conference opponent may or may not have done something?
Yeah, well, I don't make the decisions. I think I know what I would do. I'm going to keep that to myself, James, with all due respect. You need to play the games, man. You need to find a way. I mean, we went down to Arizona. Our charter was canceled. I get it. We had to go on game day. It was delayed. We had a 1 p.m. all set out of Portland that day to get there to the game. You got to get to your games. I don't know any other way to put it. Now what's done about that? That's not for me to even opine on, quite frankly, but yeah, it's really weird. And that's, listen, this is going to be our 3rd straight week of playing 3 games. You know how difficult that is? The kids, it's hard to get up. And, how many is this? 7 games? I don't know how many days. So this is our 7th game in 16, 17 days, something like that. It's hard to get up consistently for that many games. It truly is. And so that's why, like the other day, you saw us flat a little bit against Oregon State. We're the only team that's had to do this 3 straight weeks. And part of that's my fault. In fact, all of it's my fault. I wanted it. And because I think it's important for us to make up the games that were missed. And so there you go, buddy. I'm going to leave the editorializing to you, big guy. I know where you stand, and I think we're probably in agreement. And, we'll see what happens there. 2 years ago, pre-COVID, what would have happened? That's kind of how you have to look at it. I think people use this COVID as kind of an excuse. So it's too bad. Hey,
Thank you very much.
I'm going to tell you right now, you ready? I got 5 players. I'm playing the game. So there you go. I put myself out there. You can hold me to it. See you guys.
Thanks, Coach.